Hey everyone, Wazoo here. Welcome to episode 8 of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Yeah, we're back at Oleg's HQ, and we are going to be checking out what's next. Okay, first we've got to just double check where we are on our quest. Okay, so we got 56 more days to conquer the stolen lands. I don't know. I'm not too sure how much time we actually need. I've never gone through this game before. So let's first check on the map where we haven't really explored. And then we can take it from there. We got quite a few unfinished quests we're still doing. Let's head south. Maybe we'll explore over here briefly. Okay, Endless Plains, Fangberry Cave. Okay, the origin of this giant burrow remains a mystery to the locals. It was named for the plant known as fangberry that grows in the area. Let's check this out. Let's enter Fangberry Cave. Also, how you doing, everyone? Hopefully you're having a good night or a day wherever you are. It's Monday when I'm recording this, so hopefully you've had a okay weekend. Okay, let's check this out.
No stopping now.
Okay. Let's see what we can find. Oh man, a cave. Alright. Let's do it.
You cannot stand against me.
I'll cut you.
Spiders. Okay. More spiders.
You out of our story.
Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, let's keep exploring down here.
Onwards.
Gotta use tab every once in a while just to make sure that nothing pops up that I want to check out. So far, oh, we got a body here. Okay, we got some goods. Silver ring. Potion of mage armor. Okay, that's a pretty small cave.
March on.
Oh man. I thought there'd be a little more than that. Oh well.
Time for fun.
Time for fun.
No stopping now.
Okay, what's this here? Just some treasure, okay. So we went into the cave. Okay, let's see if there's anything down in this corner. Okay, we'll keep it light. Young deer. Maybe there's something up this hill. Okay, the Expanse could be the perfect place for a farm once someone deals with the manticore that's claimed the plains for its hunting grounds. Let's check it out. The plains, endless plains. You can't hunt in dungeons. Make sure you bring enough rations. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we're on the lookout for a manticore. Oh, but meanwhile we can take advantage of someone else who's run into the manticore.
It is done.
Let's see. Oh, cool. Very cool. I wonder how strong.
Charge!
I think by default everyone is going to go. Oh, nice. Oh man, that was quick. Oh, check failed for skinning. Okay. So we got a belt, dueling sword, shining scale. Let's see, is there anything else to explore over here? Random encounter. Alright. If your kingdom is destroyed, the game will be over. Oh, that's no good. That does not sound... Okay, and then did we do the... Okay, another random encounter. Just trying to fill in some of the pieces, missing pieces of the map. Okay, what's down here?
I need to catch my breath.
The waterlogged lowland, a gloomy, soggy lowland leading into a swamp. Travelers avoid this place. The swamp is dangerous on its own, but it also tends to attract monsters and other unpleasant creatures. Have we ever been? Okay. Let's try it out. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns, we discovered a verdant lowland, with several near-about springs streaming down behind another hillside. And then in the distance, in the center of the lowland among the bush, there stood a single dry tree. A true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw clawing at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man and scattered around in abundance. We determined that we should explore the lowland, or we had more important things to attend, so we turned around and went back. Okay, let's try and explore. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heath grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps and learned there were no mere hills but dugout dwellings. We moved with great care towards the center of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way toward the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. We examined the surrounding dwellings, or we would not retreat and moved ever forward, toward the tall tree, determined to visit the big hut on our way there. Standing behind one another and tied together with a rope, we continued on our journey. We deemed it better that we stop struggling to push further. Let's try standing on the rope. Or not standing on the rope, but okay. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to dry ground as much as possible, but the further we went, the more difficult it became. And soon we were wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows flitted along the bottom. We often stumbled and lost our balance, but our trusty rope and the aid of our friends saved us from being lost to the bog. Items lost rope. The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sodden and weary, we finally made it to solid ground, and a palace of sorts rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made of mud like the rest, but decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snake shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figurines. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path that led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. We carefully examined the clay figurines, trying to fathom who they might portray, or we peeked inside the hut, or we moved forward, seeing we'd drawn so near our goal. Let's try examining the clay figurines. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears or chins, ugly long legs unnaturally bent. These sculptures could only be the work of boggards. Primitive, cruel boggart tribes had inhabited the swamps of Garand and Avestan since the olden days. Pitiless to others and to each other, they were led by the darker instincts of their insane priest kings. They are known to grow young fry in the pools inside the houses. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. Okay, we peeked inside the hut. We moved forward, seeing we drawn so near to our goal. Let's peek inside the hut. Why not? The palace was twice the height of the other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that 3 could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. An unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scrawl depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings, though here were steps descending into them cut into the dirt. In the furthest room we found equipment decorating the walls, leather armor, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. Let's see, we move forward. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood at once lifted. The bushes of the path seemed to wave at us amiably, with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a loud shout. Jathel, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green, filling in the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing. There was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. Okay, we ran forward as fast as our legs could carry us, flying towards the closing passage. Or we drew our swords and tried cutting a way through. We ran forward, waving our torches in hopes of searing or scaring off the ravenous plant. Let's try running forward. As any experienced traveler can tell you, sometimes you can walk and sometimes you run. The branches snatched at our backpacks and clothes, and the sprouts tangled at our feet, but we slipped their grasp. We were too quick. Finally, after what seemed like an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut in its trunk, a huge horned three-eyed toad. Its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp tooths with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corners of its mouth. We tried to glean what sort of idol it might be. The idol reeked of evil, to say the least. We were certain we must destroy it, or we thought better of interfering with the sinister idol and continued our journey. Let's try and glean what sort of idol it might be. There was no doubt this was Gogunta, master of the great swamp in the demon abyss. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a large bright blue dragonfly came out of a hollow in the tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange. It didn't react to our movements and seemed quite content to remain where it sat. The idol reeked of evil, to say the least. We were certain we must destroy it, or... Suddenly Malaku grabbed the dragonfly and held it in front of his mouth. Oh gods, did he just decide to eat it? Neutral. We thought better of interfering with the sinister idol and continue our journey. Oh, let's destroy the idol. Clearly we could not leave such an obscenity unscathed. We drew our swords and slashed the wooden face, and from it oozed black, sticky blood. We heard a great clap of thunder, and a thick fog arose from nowhere. The birds screamed furiously. More thunder soon followed, and with each strike the sky grew darker and darker. Soon we couldn't see the sun through the fog. The air shuddered again. But was it still thunder, or the creaky voice of the monstrous toad? Still our iron blades dug deep into the blood-soaked wood, and at last the idol was smashed into splinters. The fog cleared away, and silence descended. Suddenly we realized that every frog in the swamp had gone quiet. We turned almost with a sigh of relief, and saw that the flesh-eating bush had withered away. Satisfied with a job well done, we returned to where we'd come from. Okay, cool. Let's see, have we been there yet? Nettles Crossing. Okay, let's go back west. Fill out the path
My
north.
strength betrays me.
Oh yeah, let's camp. So have we been here? Yep, that's the Fangbear Cave. Okay, let's... Oh. Two Rivers Field. A quiet and unremarkable area not far from the confluence point of the Crooked River and the Shrikey River. No major crows cross the area and travelers are rare. Well, let's check it out. Two Rivers Field. Okay, this does not look good.
We will be victorious.
A boggard. Okay.
Serves you.
Let's just get those wolves out of the way. Nice. Okay, let's search them. Maybe we can cook that food. That would be cool. Skin. Okay, let's go over here.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Hey, wait for me. Let's get these wolves. Brutal. Let's see, can we skin them? Oh, nice. Okay. And I think that's it. Endless Plains. High ground. This resource isn't in your lands and cannot be claimed. Okay, can we go up? Guess not. Nettles Crossing. Nope. I've already been there. Maybe let's head south and explore the Shrikey River here. Okay, let's check out Ratnokill. Ratnokill, sorry. Oh, yikes. Got a corpse. A mutilated body. Looks like it was eaten by some rodents. Oh, perfect. We had giant rats. Oh.
How curious.
There we go. Let's go a little bit more careful.
Done and done.
Kind of helps when you're faced with traps.
I see something.
Okay. Let's try and disarm that.
I did as you asked.
I did as you asked.
It is done.
What a surprise.
Why are there so many traps here? My goodness.
I did as you asked.
Okay, let's check out the cave.
How
Oh.
curious.
I've broken a nail.
Uh-oh. Can't have that. Okay, let's check this out.
Submit.
A were-rat.
Die
Oh my
for
gosh.
me.
It could be tough here.
Strike with a legend.
Ouch.
Strike with all your might.
Good.
I don't like these explosive song. Okay, let's check it out. Leather armor, let's leave. Let's check out the crate. Topaz ring. A golden earring. Oh my gosh, do we find the wedding ring here? Cheese, potion of vanish, sure, why not? Oh, that's it? Thought there'd be more than that. Okay. Ooh. There's another side.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
I
Oh,
see something.
another trap.
No, I'm embarrassed.
Okay, let's try again.
Done and done. I did as you asked.
Okay, we can't go in here.
What's that thing?
Oh my gosh. Loaded with traps. What is going on?
I did as you asked.
Okay, that was rat no kill. Let's check out the river more. Trail in the hills.
I need to catch my breath.
Oh, let's head south. Let's try it out.
A rest is in order.
Okay, let's rest. Okay, we got some good rest. Trail into the hills. This trail slowly fades into the surrounding wilderness. There's no telling now where it was supposed to leave, nor who passed this way. Okay, let's check it out. Pharasma's followers despise any intervention in a soul's afterlife. Okay, missed the rest of that. Okay, left or right? Let's try left.
I'm not afraid.
Mature leopard. Oh my gosh. That is a pretty... There we go. Get that leopard.
Follow me.
Can't skin it, no way. Okay, we got a composite shortbow. A victim of the mature leopard. Let's check up here. Okay, where does this go? Okay, that leaves. Is there anything else?
Onwards.
Let's check down here. Oh, great. That might have been it.
No stopping now.
Okay, well, we'll just exit through here. Is it worth going south at all? Having reached the edge of the Milky Way blanket, no, I guess not. We stopped. I've never seen a denser, thicker fog in all my life. Stretching my hand forward, I could hardly see the outline of my fingers, and if my arms were as long as my companions, I don't think I'd even see my elbows. We exchanged hesitant looks. It would be impossible to find one's way through this haze. One of us used magic to analyze the fog. We tried to light our way with a torch. Okay, let's try the magic. We exchanged hesitant looks. It would be impossible to find one's way through this haze. It was clear the gloom was of unnatural origin, but who or what could have spawned such a thing? Okay, there's nothing left to do. So that's pretty much the edge right there. Random encounter. Okay, so another one. Okay. Let's just keep heading along the river. Old Mesa, a huge flat top rock that serves as a landmark in the area. Let's check it out. Let's enter Old Mesa.
It is done.
Whenever it's nighttime, I'm thinking skeletons.
Charge!
What is this? A greater werewolf. Oh, this is not good. Oh, okay. I guess no issue. Let's see, ruby and potion of invisibility, and we'll leave the breastplate. There's another body here. Garnet ring.
March on.
Okay, it's like that time limit reminds me so much of, I don't know why. I mean, because it's not really identical at all, but it reminds me just of the Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, where the crew, the dwarves, had to reach the mountain by Durin's Day in order to see the... Well, I won't spoil it in case you haven't seen it yet. All 5 of you who have never seen it before.
You deserved it.
This slightly reminds me of that when we have a time limit. I'm hoping that since we're in story mode that we'll be able to blitz right through the game in time to see everything. So I'm not too overly concerned. I don't want to like skip too much to try and make sure that we see the ending. I think we're going to be all right. I'm confident at least. So we'll see. We'll see how my confidence
Would be nice.
grows
Don't
as
you
we.
think?
Okay, so have we explored all of these locations? Up again, and let's try and go up this area here.
Need to catch my breath.
Oh, you're kidding me, right? We just rested. You guys, come on. Okay, we've been there. Let's head east. Okay, have we explored here? Okay, the Boggart Hunting Grounds. Never been there. Let's check it out. A 16-hour trek through the wilderness. So there's a few... Oh. Never been there yet. Okay, hopefully there's no more...
We cannot be defeated.
Or I should say, if this is the Boggart Hunting Ground, there's probably going to be lots of Boggarts. Let's see, how much trouble are they? Okay, they don't look too bad. It'll be harder if there's a whole gang of them.
Resting would be nice. Don't you think?
Let's see what's over here. Oh, there's another one.
You're but a footnote in our story.
Let's get him. Holy smokes. Boggart brute. Carved beads.
Follow me.
Okay, is there anywhere north we can go? Nope. So much for hunting grounds. Boy, I was expecting a whole lot more than... Let's see, a ring, shining scale. Like if you call a location hunting grounds and there's six dudes to kill, then I don't know. Doesn't sound very hunting groundsy to me. But again, I'm on story mode, so maybe on the harder difficulties it takes a whole... Oh, okay, come on. Okay, the Riverine Rise. A prominent landmark, Riverine Rise, can be seen from afar. A riverbank swelled here, forming a giant picturesque hill. You've never been to this location. And enter Riverine Rise. Soul Eaters and some demons can consume a living creature's soul, making its resurrection a difficult task. As you might think it would. Okay. Oh great, now we're gonna get drenched.
March on.
Let's check out where we are. What we can explore here. Ooh. Oh my gosh, what's this?
Let's see what they're made of.
A large water elemental. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Oh. Okay, it doesn't look like we can go in. There's a body here. And I guess that was it. The elemental is causing the storm. I guess that makes sense.
Onwards.
Okay, let's see what's up here. Let's head to Oleg's. Okay, so we're just going to empty our bags, sell some stuff, buy some rations, and then continue onwards. I'm not quite sure where to head next, though. That was cool. Let's rock and roll. Although I don't know where we're going to head. We did it, everyone. We visited every location that I know of. Yay! Okay, let's see. Is there a way to... Let's check our journal. Okay, find and open a cache. Okay, no, we didn't do that. Let's see. A riverbed nightmare. Kill the Stag Lord. Okay. Find the cause of the nightmares. Okay, we did that. A bitter rival. We did all that. Stolen land, of course. We're still looking at it. 43 days left. Set off to Thorn Ford in the bandit camp there. Okay, Thorn Ford. Let's see if there's anything in Thorn Ford. Let's head down to the... Okay, first let's rest. Let's head back here. Okay, the bestiary contains useful information about monsters' features and abilities. You'll learn even more if you succeed in defeating a monster. Cool. That is really good and handy stuff, especially when I might choose a different difficulty level some other time.
Check that out.
Let's check it out.
It is done.
Let's see any tracks. Any bandit trail tracks?
No stopping now.
It's like, do we have to search through the forest for some kind of... like skill check? Oh, what's this? Oh. The dark-haired bandit is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees you, she squares her shoulders and clenches her hand axes. Well, look who's here. Easy now, I'm not here to blanket the stolen lands with corpses. Lower your weapon and let's talk. I won't kill anyone who leaves the Stag Lord service or is willing to help me find him. So think about it. Is he really a leader you're ready to die for? I'm looking for the Stag Lord's fortress. Perhaps you'd be willing to help for a small reward. You can tell me everything you know about the Stag Lord and where he's hiding, or you can die. Okay, let's try... something in your words seems to have impressed Cressel. She frowns for a moment, then spits. Fine, I won't cut your throat. For now, at least. But I also won't kneel to some rest-off upstart. Why would you try to make peace? Are you just naturally kind, or have you been listening to Svetlana? Is it so hard to believe I simply might not want unnecessary bloodshed? Svetlana asked me to show you mercy. I don't know why. My motives are my own. Just accept that I don't want you dead. Or, this isn't kindness, it's good judgment. Your death doesn't help me in any way. I'll try the neutral good. Is it so hard to believe I simply might not want? You know, life hasn't been so good to me, Cressel replies sullen. Why should I trust you? Alright, here's my piece. The Stag Lord's been spending more time keeping an eye on the bottom of his glass than what's going on around him. If he won't answer an insult from some rest-off crook like Jamandi, then you're right. We chose the wrong leader. So go ahead, do whatever you're going to do. I won't stop you, but I won't help you either. And here, give this to Svetlana. Yes. The bandit places a ring in your hand, then leaves. Okay. Search for new clues. Can we actually search? A watchtower. The bandits seem to have planned to seriously secure the area. Okay, let's... Okay, what's this? Sweet pancakes. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh! I wanted to read that before taking it. Okay. Jihad Kafkin? You see a dark-haired man of about 45. Through the wrinkles on his face make him look 60-ish first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as he moves his lips as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up when as he notices you. Praise Erastil. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jihad Kafkin. I'm a priest of Erastil from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river, said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Erastil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. How did you come to be in these lands, Jihad? Release Jihad, I'm glad I could help. Or conditionally release Jihad. I hope you won't forget to reward your rescuer, old man. Okay, let's release him. Jihad mutters a bit, rubbing his hands. Oh, these times. To be as surprised to meet an honest man as to see a manticore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. Okay, so hopefully I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given me by Erastil on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to Oleg's to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come and inform old Jihad. My gratitude will know no bounds. Okay, search for clues. We got some stuff. I saw some glinting. Oh, what's that? Find the Temple of the Elk. Okay. Okay. The Notes of a Traveling Priest. Il Thuliak by Tyrene Dean. Imagine this. A girl whose name I shall not disclose comes to town and immediately purchases the most expensive suburban villa. This newcomer spends unfathomable amounts on charity, even returning several tragically perished citizens to life at her own expense. She's very young. Her rough speech and manners indicate that she's not of noble birth. This leaves the whole town wondering, how did this young lady come into possession of such a huge fortune, and why does she spend it so eagerly? Those secrets were revealed to me when I was invited to the mysterious girl's house to provide healing services. The young lady reluctantly displayed something she'd been hiding from everyone. Terrible acid burns. She forestalled any questions with a single word. Ilthuliak. The monstrous black dragon's name was well known in the River Kingdoms. She'd lived in the region for hundreds of years, inspiring terror and emptying settlements. Many experienced dragon hunters attempted to put a stop to her, and all perished. No one knew where Ilthuliak's lair was or where she would strike next. The wounds Ilthuliak's acid breath left on my patient's body were terrible, but her soul? Okay, I can't scroll. Let's take it, and then let's read the notes. Okay, written orders. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Cressel, a task. As soon as you're done with the taxes, find an old hut in the woods upstream of the Thorn River and burn it to the ground. This is the Stag Lord's wish. He literally said, burn, burn. It was originally going to be Doven, but he grew upset when he learned nobody lived in the hut. Said burning houses with no one in them was boring. So I said I'd send someone more reliable. It's a strange task, but try to finish it quickly. And no asking, what the, or why bother with this trifle instead of preparing for the war with Restov? We'll get to that. A. Okay, find an old hut in the woods upstream of the Thorn River. Okay. Tab. Excavation site. Ancient obelisk. Abandoned hut. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get up there. Way up there. Okay, here we go. Abandoned hut. Yes, let's enter. Oh, this could be good. I guess I should have saved, hey? Okay. L map. You are here. Please follow me. Guardian of the Bloom. Oh, cool. Uh-oh, what's this? Father, please, I looked for the herbs you asked for. There just wasn't enough. Silence! Did you forget the rules? You speak when I say. You do as I say. But Father... 3 times. Ouch. Enough. I can't. Enough. Okay, you do as I say. Disobedience leads to punishment, and you have disobeyed twice. But Father, 3 times. Nugra deals 3 damage to youth. Okay, maybe we can talk to... No, because there's no talking. The staircase decayed and collapsed long ago. It can't be climbed. Let's check this out. Rotted wooden racks long ago used for drying herbs. Okay, like an evil mage.
Oh, look!
What? What am I looking at? Just this? Okay. What's over here?
Onwards.
Oh, let's get that
Onward.
ferocious wolf. Ferocious wolf, sorry. Wow, my gosh. Take it easy on them. Okay, bushes grow in the well, a clear sign that it was abandoned long ago. Okay. Let's see, skin. Oh, what's this? Nugra's old notes. In early spring, Willow's leaves are the same color as her eyes. His too. I barely hold myself from burning them out with acid. It is his fault. Despicable weak. Oh, despicable weak. If it was not for him, she would still be alive. Does not talk to me, looks away, plans something I know. I have to gather forest herbs and make a hiding place. Hide my charms. He is a coward, but he can steal and run away. I will punch it out of him. Everything hurts. I can barely walk. How could he? How? He would never bring himself to confront me on his own. He says his name is now Stag Lord. He says he will not let me die or let me go. He says I should not be calling him my son, like I ever did. He told me to pack my things. We are leaving soon. He now has his people and his own fortress. I'm hiding the charms in the herb cache. I probably should not. I will not be able to escape. He will not let me. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So the son became the Stag Lord. Okay, so let's find this cache of herbs. Is it going to be on this map? Oh. Where have you been? I told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You will never give me orders again. What? Well then, summon your power. Or maybe you'd like to try the acid. I'm not your slave any longer. Ooh. Not your toy. Not your son. Enough. I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. From now on, you will do as I say. You speak when I say. Disobedience leads to punishment, always. Okay, so there must be a small deserted timber shed. Okay. Topaz ring. Let's check out the...
I've broken a nail! Anything else?
Okay, we got an Earthbreaker. Oh, wow. 2 to 12 damage. And a Dwarven Urgrosh. Sweet. Okay, I thought there would be more herbs there.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this bog.
It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph.
There was a guy in my tribe. Kept walking around listening to voices. After a while, they told him to jump off a cliff. Be careful what you listen to.
Tell me what to do next. Tell me about yourself. I would like to know more about my ally. I had a strange vision, a young man and an old druid who tortured him. Then they exchanged roles. Would you stop following me? I have no intention of helping you. I'll return later, Phil. Okay, I had a strange vision.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. But what comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
Yes, we must. Okay. Tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
Okay, sounds good. Tell me about yourself.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest, where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. But plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers.
New notes creep into the aroma of the forest and meadow. Now you smell a storm coming.
Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
Would you be willing to share the details of your story about these evil powers? The enchanted forest, the monster? Okay, I'll return later.
I will be waiting.
Farewell. The nymph whispers. Okay, let's check around the hut. Okay, what's here?
What's that?
The stone altar is decorated with an eroded... The The stone altar is decorated with an eroded foliage pattern and symbols of green faith. Okay, we've got... Oh, Nagura's last note. I went to the old temple of the Elk again today. Wicked, gloomy place, just like my soul. It used to shine once, and it is hollow and horrible now. Did he spy on me? Maybe I should lock him up. No, let him be. What can he do, the useless coward? Just whimper and hide. Oh...
You come again. Did you find something?
I found the druid's notes. They mentioned the Temple of the Elk.
An ancient temple. The temple of the Stag God. Yes, yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
Temple of the Elk has been revealed. I have a clear goal now. I'll continue my journey. I need to ask you something else. Okay. Let's keep searching.
It is done.
Maybe there's something else. A wooden house, time-worn and apparently deserted.
And then our leader charged forwards.
Okay.
Wait for me.
I think we can grab this wolf. Okay. There we go. Okay. Can we like bring this with us? We've got another stash area. Oh, so cool. Okay, well, maybe we can skin, collect all. What is this? The ground near the chest is covered with culinary herbs. They dried out long ago. Okay. Oh, that's so awesome. Sorry. We've got another stash place. Okay, so we've got everything set.
March on.
Let's go back to Oleg's. We'll talk to Old Druid. And then I think we'll call it the end of this episode. And next episode we'll visit the Temple of the Elk. Or at least we'll try to find it. Wow, way over here. Okay. Temple of the Elk. A huge rock surrounded by the forest, with the head of an immense elk carved out of it. At the foot of the rock lies what was once an impressive shrine dedicated to the god Erastil. Okay. So let's enter. Put all those notes in the in our trunk. After we give Svetlana her ring. Okay, Kristen, Norel, 8 Eyes. Where's that other? Maybe he's upstairs. Okay, Svetlana. Here's your ring, Svetlana. Kressel gave it to me. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. Svetlana sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Oh, here we go. Kressel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irena. Before all this, she was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the streets hanging out with a bad crowd. Until the day she passed, Mother complained about Irena constantly. Back then it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irena. I brought her here to the stolen lands, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture of execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of my mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Okay, so we've received, oh, right on, 10 rations, 45 experience. We can cross this task off our list. Okay, where is the old dude up here? Octavia, no. Okay, while we're up here, let's put our notes. Meanwhile, let's find that. Here we go.
How may I serve you?
I need the help of a cleric. What services do you offer? Tell me about the visions that led you to the Temple of the Elk. Tell me about yourself, Jawad. Tell me about Erestil. I need the help of a cleric. Okay, so a bunch of scrolls. Cool.
How may I serve you?
What services? I can sell you various divine spell scrolls. They're quite useful, even if you don't have anyone in your party who can read them. While you're in the settlement, or indeed any place with a cleric willing to help, you need only open your bag and choose the scroll you wish to cast. I'll be happy to read it for you. However, take care out there in the wilderness. A scroll is useless without someone who can read it. To use the scroll in your journeys, you need a spellcaster whose magical training covers such spells, or someone skilled in magical devices. Okay. Tell me about the visions.
That's why I'm here.
What do you want from me? Why do you want to find this temple? I've heard of the Temple of the Elk from a local nymph. She believes a mad druid who served the Stag Lord once performed his rituals there. It seems that's where the magical mist comes from.
To defile the ancient shrine of Erastil, and with such unnatural magic. How could it be that this druid wasn't completely exhausted?
Why do you want to find this temple?
What is there to understand? The gods do not send us visions for no reason. We must go to the temple. Then I believe we shall discover the true meaning and wisdom of Erastil's will.
What do you want from me?
Find the Temple of the Elk. I've pieced together its location from what I can remember of my visions. I have a rough idea of where to look for the sanctuary, somewhere in the North Nile marshes. However, I don't possess the strength to walk this path myself. Do not reject my plea, good traveler, and I'll repay you as best I can. In these dark times, people rarely help each other without compensation. May Erastil forgive us all. But I am sure my healing abilities will be useful to you.
Very cool. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's end this right here. And we are all ready for the next leg of our adventure. Thanks for joining along here in episode 8, and we'll see you next time when I upload episode 9. Oh, and now he's yawning, or stretching at least. Have a good one wherever you are, everyone. Peace.